Hi, welcome to our home. We're excited to have you today. I'm Joanne.
And I'm Gary, and we are Coastal Impressions. Come on in.
First space you're going to see is our dining room. Just starting to get ready for the holidays. Bought some fresh pine.
Where we have lots of great get-togethers with family and friends. We've also done a coffered ceiling here and inlaid the white oak to give it that warmth and kind of bring it to life. You can see in the foyer here the use of the shiplap installed horizontally, and then we've got the tongue and groove white oak with beams that really warms things up.
Gary's favorite space in the house is his office, of course, and he spends a lot of time in there, and so we had to make it very lovely. Come on in, we have breakfast on the table.
Join us.
Thank you so much for having me into your kitchen. How long have you two been married?
We've been married 32 years.
Yeah, we actually met at church. Joanne came in to the church that I was attending and to visit a friend of hers, and her friend happened to be dating a buddy of mine, and she walked in and I just went, oh my gosh, who is this girl? So we met, engaged, and married in less than a year. And here we are 32 years later.
We have two beautiful children, and just with great hearts, hardworking like their father, and
their mother.
And they're just a joy to be around.
Talk to us a little bit about being business partners. How did that happen? When did you guys start Coastal Impressions? Have you two always been business partners, or is this something relatively new?
We kind of fell into the whole building thing. I had spent about 30 years in the corporate world. We were traveling across Canada and the US, lived in both countries. And when I left the corporate world in 2016, just wanted to figure out what we wanted to do. And we had a real passion. We had moved around so much that, in fact, 20 times in 32 years of marriage. A lot of those were corporate moves. But you know, it gave us the experience of having different homes and trying to make a home in different areas of the country or different places in the U.S. And that was sort of where I think Joanne really started to cue into her love for design.
Yeah, when we moved back from Boston, we decided we were going to build our forever home, which ended up turning into 10 homes?
10 homes later, yeah.
10 homes later, building. And so it was a very passionate build, and just loved the process. You know, after Gary left the corporate world, we just thought, well, hey, why don't we do this full-time together? Which had its challenges at first.
We each bring different strengths. Joanne is very much design. She has an incredible eye. I don't see some of the things that she sees. My background is more organizational planning, business development, marketing, securing funding, that kind of thing. So that's what I would focus my efforts on. Sometimes we have to remind each other to stay in our lanes because, again, you're passionate and you want to have a point of view or an opinion on whatever it is that the initiative might be with respect to the build.
I think over the years we've come to realize we can't do this without each other.
So yeah, I think we make a great team, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Why don't we sit down, and I'm going to serve breakfast right now. All right, coffee's ready. You guys ready for breakfast?
Yes, please.
Talk to me about when you two started Coastal Impressions.
So we actually officially started Coastal Impressions in 2016, but we began the building process 2010. So we had a couple of projects under our belt and then realized that, I think this is something that we want to do on a more permanent basis. And so launched the company in March of 2016. And since then we've been building up here in the Blue Mountains and have really enjoyed not only living up here, but the opportunity to bring some of these coastal designs to life.
If I was to talk to my younger self, I would never have thought I'd be doing this. as I was in the dental field. So yeah, it's been so exciting to be able to do something creative like this, and I just feel very blessed to be able to be building homes and designing the interiors.
One of the things that I think differentiates us from some of the other builders perhaps is our backgrounds weren't that we came up through the system, so we may come at it slightly differently. We come at it from a more business-like approach, which is the use of project management processes, critical paths to hit the timelines, and it seems to be working well for us. And I know that our trades appreciate the level of organization that we bring to our projects, because if you're enabling your trades to do their jobs effectively because you're organized, because you've got a clean site, because it's a fun environment to work in, I think you get a better product at the end.
When designing this home, because it was my personal home, I wanted to do a coastal vibe. My three colors that I chose were white, of course, and wood tones, and gray. The theme around the house are those three colors, and just so that the flow in the house is organic. So come on into one of my favorite spaces, the primary ensuite / spa. So when designing a bathroom space, one of the nice features to do is a tiled backsplash. So we've accented the soaker tub with the backsplash subway tile, as well as our vanity sink has the brick laid backsplash as well. Creates just a nice finished look. We took advantage, because these are 10-foot ceilings, we elongated the mirrors. I believe they're about 24 by 60 inches. And rather than doing one huge mirror, I thought it would look prettier having 3 individual mirrors with sconces in between. We wanted a nice soaker tub, because we do, after a long day on the construction site, like to unwind and soak in the tub. One of the features I didn't think of until we were in the space was to add this TV for my husband. After a hard day on the job site full of mud, he gets to soak in the tub and watch his favorite highlights and sports. Heated floors. They are a must in a primary ensuite. We love them. We even have them on in the summertime. It's just a great feeling on your feet to wake up to. At night, it's cozy on your feet. If you haven't done it in the past, it's a must for the future.